Welcome to the pre-show. I didn't send out any stupid texts. Here's what it is. All right. Let's see. All right. I am running 2 minutes behind, but that's why we have the pre-show. And I hope the music's playing for you guys. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What are you doing? All right. Boom. 3 minutes. Um, how's everybody doing today? Turn this down. I gotta monitor today's show a little bit because I may get like I got some video. I got a couple of clips, and we're gonna see if I can if I've circumvented some of the what is it the copyright stuff for using other people's stuff. So we will find out how that works. That's not until the back half, but we will see. It should be interesting. Um, I don't mind missing part of the game at all. Okay, sweet. I will send links around two. And are we recording together or separate? All right. I got some interviews today. We got Whimsy. Whimsy with the Z, the parent episodes. Um, they're going to be in December. So I'm recording those today. 15 skip. Oh, there's so many Fridays in November. There's 5. So it looks like we missed 3 weeks. But we kind of didn't because we still recorded 4 people. Oh, lame. Here's Christmas. So we'll probably do 6, 13, and 20 for next month for the parents. Um, yeah. And there might be a 4th one. If we do, I'll throw that one in on the 20th. So I'm just trying to work out getting a representative for Mark. All right. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm awake. I had a power meeting earlier. Went to mom's earlier. Growed weekend. Like, it's been a baller week. We're not going to mention the other thing, the car saga. Um, not worth it today. I got no good updates, which is surprising and it sucks. But got a meeting right after this. I got some interviews. It's kind of a busy day. It's good days. I'm happy. I fixed my chair. Oh, perfect. We are on it. We got a screen here so I can watch this thing black out. I'll give it another warning right before we get into it. But there is a, let's call it 50-50 that YouTube shuts me down for the 2 videos that I'm playing. Um, but we will find out. That's going to be the exciting part. Is if I can get this semi worked out, then maybe I can start playing because it's all part of uh, like a new segment I want to do of like forgotten and old media. It would have been nice if I had dates for it. I made sure I credited the guy, Adam Phillips. I think most of them were like 16 years old. I'm going to show you a 16-year-old video. And I was watching them today and this weekend. Some animations. The animation that he was doing in 2016 years ago, like hold up today. So good. Such a good guy. Let's see. Will this thing play? Where are you at? Like, let's see. Yeah, it still doesn't let me play videos from like my tabs, and I don't understand why. I just don't get it. Internal tab. Okay, let's turn you off because you're confusing me. Microphone's working. I got my volume going. I got your thing bopping around. Everything's looking good. All right. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hello, welcome to Whimsy Live, the Whimsy Nooners on Monday at noon. How we all doing? Are we hoping you're doing good? Um, should be a fun one. I didn't know what to do on the back half of today's show. I pulled the trigger and I was like, I'm gonna try something. Um, so there's a there's a brief disclosure that says that the feed might cut out and I get turned off by YouTube. If that's the case, just hang on for a second, just refresh, and then I'll stop it because I got a copy of it here. Um, and it should update very shortly after. Because we've done it a couple of times. Uh, but I did research some stuff, so we'll see what happens. Uh, Intro music, J Sarge, fucking killing it. Um, I absolutely love that intro. It's funny because Liam was like a little while ago. He was like, "It's like that intro is growing on him." He's like, he really likes it. So, um, just a shout out to J Sarge, just because he's awesome. We're gonna try to work on some more stuff together. Um, and as soon as I have any better idea of when or what that is, I will inform you. Hit the Patreon because that's where I'm gonna start dropping most of those updates. In the probably like if I had to be realistic, it would definitely be before first of the year because I got two comics coming out by not out, but I'll have them by Thursday, and then I'll forward them to Jay and then see what he says. So hopefully we have some info for you guys with regards to Chasing the Whimsy Doodle, J Sarge Remedial M Theory collab. Um, that should be fun. But let's go ahead and I got nothing. I got no monologue in the morning. I got no morning ish fun thing. Uh, I literally just finished putting everything together. So um, it took a minute. I got real creative trying to find how to get these videos off of the internet and onto your guys' screen. So, all right, what have I been doing this week? Getting to know me. Uh, not a bad week in the least. Um, Car Saga. It's not worth talking about. That was kind of a huge flop, but um, for the most part, some good news. Life is coming back. Oh yes, because I forgot to send texts. Sorry, Grandma. I guess I could send a text real quick. There's still a handful of people here, so I was like, eventually you guys found me. Uh, like I said, I literally just got all this together by 47, and I started to panic. That I'm like, am I going to get it all up and running correctly or on time? And I did. All right, so let's do one of these. One of these. Find the linky link. Um, I think it's this one. Share. Okay, perfect. All right, that works out. just got a text from one of the Whimsy kids' parents. Boom. Wait, with let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this is what you guys are gonna watch. This is Welcome to the Nooners, where Ben's slightly behind and just has to like mass text everybody right now. Um, so this is work. That's not me, obviously. Oh my god, my camera broke. Oh, you're going to do that to me right now. Mm, okay, hold on. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Are we kidding me? Uh, why is my camera not working? My camera is not remotely close to wanting to work. This is the best. I was even having a good day. Got nothing bad to say, and now I can't even get it to work again. Stand by. My rules. We are at the end of the 2024 fiscal year, and in a couple of weeks we got the beginning of the 25 fiscal year. So everything is kind of like props to everybody I work with, because um, the reason for um, my the job, right? We had to shift my roles around a little bit. Everybody really stepped up, and uh, we achieved the goal that we had. The reason for it. Now we're back to normal. The picture on the thing is, look, I get to start meeting with my people again. So I'm getting back to normal. Other job, I'm getting better at the system, and very few mistakes. Helping writing some SOPs. So work is calming down, which is fantastic, and I appreciate that. Uh, it's probably me moving this table around so much. So I really have no complaints as of right now. I'm getting back to a much more uh, balanced life again, which is good. Me and my mom talked about it a little bit today. Um, what else is going on? All right, so I mentioned last week there was a power meeting. Okay, so okay, what was last week? Last Monday was the weekend. Was the first Monday after TUSCon or TUSCon. Okay, so you have that. All those episodes came out. We saw a spike in views across the podcast and YouTube, which was good. Uh, and they have actually reached out already. I think they reached out by Friday to say they would like to invite us to come back again next year as a featured guest. So, what that's going to mean for Chasing the Whimsy is for sure me and Megan will go back out and we will be podcasting again. So, we're going to do what we did already, but now because we're featured guests, we have certain commitments that we need to do for the con. and they've asked that we come up with like 3 to 4 hours worth of like panels. So while we're there, we're gonna have to do 3 or 4 panels, about an hour each. So we'll come up with some ideas, Megan and I, on what we want to talk about and interact with and do some of those things. Yesterday, the prodigal son returned. Liam was around, and he was excited to hear what we were able to do with the TuSCon. Um, Depending on the scheduling of it, he would like to also partake in the panels and coming up with some content. Um, he's funny because we were talking about it last night, and I'm like, this is like an actual like gig type thing now. So like you're gonna have to prepare a little bit. Those of you who remember him from the podcast, he's just real big on just shooting from the hip and just like doing his thing, which is all fun and games. But now that we're trying to go more like professional with it, that you can still shoot from the hip, but he needs to like have a general idea of what he wants to do. I'm not suggesting like I got notebooks. I'm writing all my shit down. But yeah, he said he'd be interested. He'd do it. Um, I don't want to freak anybody out. Megan will never hear this. Um, but it is interesting because we've done the open house with 12 to 15 people. Um, and we've spoken to like celebrity, Liam and I. But like when I was talking to Liam about it, I'm like, there's a chance there could be like 20 people in this panel, depending on what it is. Like there could be more. Um, or if we did a live show after hours, like a Whimsy after dark, um, and kind of just did the show in front of us, and then they would all just be watching us while we just do a regular show. Would be kind of fun. Uh, is the universe because you said that take they may take you down? uh, so it's it's good. It's good times. Megan was excited. I'm excited. Get up and talk in front of like if I had to talk in front of people before podcast, I would do it and I'd be okay with it, but I'd be maybe a little bit more nervous. But now having recorded for like I don't know 400 hours, like I got to be close to like 300 hours of recorded time. Um, I definitely feel way better and prepared to do that for next year. Um, in the middle here, I'm just playing with some like logos. I asked somebody to help. I was trying to look up some logos. I don't know what I was looking for, um, but I came up with like so that's Sarah's drawing, and then you can't really tell here, but the font is kind of a little bit fun and whimsical, and then the gnome is kind of like inviting slash holding up the whimsy. I don't know. I'm just playing with an idea. Eventually, I'll post something for like people to submit their like do like a logo contest and see if anybody else. I have a couple of ideas, and I just don't know how to articulate them into whatever it is. So, but yeah, I'm just playing with some stuff. I like the idea of Whimsy Studios. We got a bunch of momentum coming off of TuSCon. Did I say that one right? Tus? No, they don't like Tus. They like Tus. Huh. Um, so yes, I had a meeting today with Fiverr, who is the freelance website service that I use to help with certain aspects of what I'm doing, and he helped kind of give me some ideas and suggestions, give me a little bit of roadmap, sent me a link with some suggested people to work with. So um, I'll look at that, see what some of the pricing on that stuff looks like for a second. Um, but it was nice to have someone reach out and be like, "You're doing good. Here's what you need to do next." Talk to a couple of these people. Uh, and what's fun, I didn't reach out to Fiverr; they reached out to me. So I don't know. They probably saw that I hit select status. That just means I hit an X number of orders and dollars in the year. Um, and then with that select um, title on my Fiverr, it did prompt a few extra benefits, um, a couple extra resources, uh, a separate like extra like forum community in which I've been active on there. Like I'm in there just like asking questions, I'm giving feedback, and so um, I like it. Fan Fusion, Our Town Fan Fusion. That meeting is right after this, so right at like 1:10, I'll bail off of this thing and I'll have a conversation with them. This will be my second conversation with them. So this is the big con of Our Town. Last year, about 52,000 people attended the weekend. Um, so what they're doing now is looking for sponsorship to prepare for June's con next year. Um, it was funny because he liked what Whimsy's doing, and he's like, absolutely, we would like to offer. He's going to work on some deals today, but he's like, depending on what your budget is, he's like, we can make you. It could be like my favorite thing would have been, it could have been Chasing the Whimsy welcomes Our Town Fan Fusion, and then like we would have been like the big one. Um, but I obviously not going to go there because I don't got the money for that. But he, it didn't seem like he threw around a couple of numbers that didn't seem unreasonable. To be fair, um, I told him I'd be interested in doing a panel there. Those panels are going to get 50, 100, 200 people possibly, which would be like it's bonkers to me. A table that we would be able to sit at, decorate, sell some merch. So for like, uh, and then they'd put us in all of the literature on the website that says similar to the featured guest um, from TuesCon, but um, now, right? I gotta spend a little bit of money, put myself in a position so we can get some exposure, make some more money, right? But what is interesting, and I did reach out, and he did say, "Hell yeah." I just have to follow up with him this week. Is Ming Chen, episode 37, 61, um, from a shared universe. He technically maybe he was our episode 0? No. Okay. Whatever. There's a bunch of he's a friend of the he's fucking Whimsy, man. He's he's in the family. So I reached out and was like, "Hey, just curious. Like there's a con that has like 55,000 people coming by. Would you be interested in like partnering up or some? I don't know the exact term it would be, but threw it out there that says like Whimsy Studios, Chasing the Whimsy, and a shared universe. If that's the case, can I get him to come down and fly down for the weekend? Um, or will the con, help out with that? Because then what's cool about that is the idea of working a con with Ming Chen, right? So we'd have like a combined table because we're both podcast studios at this point, right? So he's like, boom, I'm established. I've been doing it for years. And because of what he does, look, this guy over here, Ben, you're also creating a studio. So, but then what the fun part about it is the idea that I do a panel with Ming. And then like that's just like that's worth the admission in itself. So um it gives him enough time to schedule it. If he's gonna get featured um, at the con, then obviously he'll make an appearance. I think so. It's all fun stuff. It's all like it sucks because it's all like 8 months from now stuff or 11 months from now stuff. But what again? It's interesting is it's all this momentum that we've built coming out of year one, even killer episode year one. Um, we had a Grammy winner. We had Greg Allen Martin. We had Cheese at the end of year one. Like just a bunch of these interviews, uh, all the exposure that we got from Chronicon, like it's good times. So um, I'm having fun. We're doing something with it. Uh, Liam's getting a little excited. He's still wrestling and he's worried scheduling conflicts. But I'm like, whatever you can make, you can make. Um, but yeah, he's getting into it. Uh, Megan's excited. Kelly, Sophie are excited. Um, I don't know. We'll keep you guys updated if anything else comes up. Uh, you probably won't hear anything from about TusCon for the next, probably not until April, because they said that in April is when they're going to start reaching out again and finalizing um, the literature for it, the website, and what everybody's panel looks like. And then there's uh, our town fan fusion is June, so again, we probably won't hear too much from there, but we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. I did reach out to two people from TusCon to see if they'd be interested in doing a podcast, in which I would help record it for them, edit it, right? Uh, so, and then that's fun for me, okay? And this last episode that came out today on Monday, like I have a general it's weird because I have an idea of what the hell I'm doing. I had the Zoom 4, the Zoom H4 Essential recorder in the car last night, recording boom right under the. When I was listening back to it, it didn't sound bad. There was some like AC ish noise um, that you could hear, but it wasn't bad. It didn't take away from anything. It was very similar to the white noise you heard when we were recording from the con floor. So like that, I obviously kept in because like that kind of noise added to the interview, right? That we were inside the con and talking to people because it's a car cast. That some of that background white noise was a little bit more just like it sounded windy, like just a constant AC, which is fine. But I was able to cut the majority of all that background noise out. And now the episode sounds fucking crisp. And then the only thing you hear are the blinkers, which is fine because that adds to uh, where I was recording. That was in the car, so like it's awesome that I'm able to now help provide like a service that says whatever you want to record, I can probably fix most of the audio of whatever it is that they're doing. Not that It's super because they would just call me via StreamYard. I'd record it, but like there's not a lot of reasons I think there would be a bunch of background noise, but I can do it. I almost put both versions out today, so you guys can hear the two differences because it wasn't bad with the AC, but when you take it completely out, it fucking sounds so good. Great episode, great weekend. Liam's back. We all hanging out. Um, Rhiannon's back in town, and the three of us, the siblings, like we all hung out, which was cool. We don't get to do that often. So huge shout out to Rhiannon and Nikki. I think that's all I got for the week. Like there's no, like I'm very happy where we're at right now in just life. Is just everything's back to semi normal, and I get to still keep playing podcast stuff.
Go check out Chasing the Whimsy, the podcast, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. Chasing the Whimsy, where a 40-year-old father and his two kids take a whimsical journey of fun stories and educating each other about their respective generation. Generation X squares off with Generation Z to try to connect and find an understanding between generations 30 plus years apart. They'll journey through the past and track their journey as they find out who they'll grow up to be. Again, that's Chasing the Whimsy, available today on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube as well, and you can also find the show and learn more about the hosts at chasingthewhimsy.com. Chasing the Whimsy, ChasingTheWhimsy, Chasing the Whimsy, the podcast. Many episodes up for you to listen to already. Go stream, download, and subscribe today. You can also connect and follow on Twitter at Chase the Whimsy and on Instagram and TikTok at Chasing the Whimsy.
There's two versions of that commercial. I keep misplacing the one that cuts out the last 15 seconds. Screen's still going. Pocket watch. What am I watching? God, there was supposed to be another slide right there. It is what it is. Couple of small update. Doctor Odyssey, complete garbage. I haven't watched it after episode 4. Brilliant Minds. If I can remember it, maybe I'll catch up on it. But I was 6 episodes in. It got a little bit better, but it's still garbage. So those are 2. Get rid of them. Happy Places. Get rid of it. Garbage. It's no good. Mom already dropped it after 2. We got some new shows coming in. Okay. Landman. If I remember correctly, it's a Taylor Sheridan, right? Um, Taylor Sheridan is just dominating all of Paramount right now. Um, Yellowstone, which is just it's building up to probably the best 2 pieces of like television, hopefully ever. He's got potential to do that. He also does Mayors of Kingstown, Tulsa King, Lioness. I think there was one more, but I don't remember what it was. He did all like the 1800 ones for Yellowstone. But now he's doing Landman. I believe that's Billy Bob Thornton and John Hamm. Just started last night. We'll see what it looks like. And but keep an eye out. So far, like Taylor Sheridan hasn't really created a bad show yet. There's just a lot of them. And I think you kind of just have to pick and choose which one of or 2 or 3 that you like. Mom's gonna try it out. I'll try it out. We'll update you more if it looks like it's any good. I barely remember what the thing's about, so I'll update you more later on. Landman on Peacock. They have the Day of the Jackal. It's based off of a novel written by some guy. It's also loosely. It's the same uh, concept as the movie with Richard Gere Bruce Willis. It's only like 5 episodes long, and they're only like an hour each. It's a little slow, but there's some action in there. Not as much as I'm want. I don't know. For 5 hours, I can do 5 hours. Um, but Peacock's promoting it a little bit. It's not horrible, but it's a spy cat and mouse game or a movie or a show. Um, Not horrible. We'll keep an eye on it. I'll let you guys know next week. This one here, I did watch this one. This one was Cross, um, based off of some novels with the character Alex Cross. Um, Morgan Freeman played an Alex Cross character in what was the name of that movie? Something with spiders. Along Came a Spider, and there was another one. Detective hunting down serial killer. It's not bad. There's some action all the way through. The serial killer is actually pretty interesting. You get some real Buffalo Bill vibes from it. The show was pretty good. It's only 8 episodes. I don't remember what platform it's on. I don't think it's an HBO. It's not on Hulu. It would have been Paramount or Peacock, I believe. I don't remember. 8 episodes. There's action and stuff happening. There's some twists and turns, so it's nothing bad. Uh, if you're looking for like a crime thriller, Cross can't go wrong with it. I give it a thumbs up. Okay, if I remember my slides correctly, the title of today's show was Nooners, Power Meetings, and updated fights from this weekend, right? From last week. We had two big fight events that happened this weekend. The first one is season 6, part 2 of Cobra Kai. It was only like it was only 6 episodes. If you guys haven't watched Cobra Kai, like I don't know, you gotta. What are you guys doing? You can't sit on your hands on this show. Great show, like great show. They're wrapping it up in February. The whole 6 seasons are going to be done. Um, but the 6 episodes that came out on Thursday were just a bunch of fights. They're at a tournament in Spain, and everybody's just fighting and kicking the hell out of each other. And then there's a big brawl at the somewhere. Um, for the most part, decent television. Like if you liked Cobra Kai, it is following the blueprint of the last 5 seasons. So it is a decent show. Everybody's liking it. Numbers are going fucking crazy right now. Um, Season 6, where we're in, is broken up into 3 parts. We just watched part 2. In February, there'll be a part 3, in which there'll be 6 more episodes that round out the whole thing. The importance of Cobra Kai right now is after February. I gotta get my hand in there. uh, uh, Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan did a movie, a Karate Kid movie. We talked about this a little while ago, where I was excited because Ralph Macchio's Karate Kid and Jaden Smith's Karate Kid are now canon and they're all together. I don't know what the movie's going to be about. They haven't really announced what the movie's going to be about. Um, but I think you might need parts of season 6, part 3. Um, I don't think you have to have it. I don't think, but I think there's going to be a couple of Easter eggs that you're going to wish that you watched. So this was a great fight. And then like Friday night, we had this dumpster fire. Oh man. So Netflix is getting into the live game. They had the live uh, stand up with Chris Rock right after the slap. Right, well, not right up, but after the slap. They also did the live roast of Tom Brady earlier this year, which was fantastic. What else are they doing live? They're going to start doing WWE wrestling in January. So like they're doing it right. Friday night there was 4 fights on the card. Um, First fight was like whatever. Second one I was already asleep. The third fight with the two girls, fantastic. I think there's some controversy over the way that it ended. And then the main event was it 58-year-old Tyson and 27-year-old Jake Paul. Like they've been blowing this thing up for weeks, right? I mean, even going back, I think like beginning of the year with all the hype that they had, right? That fight was an absolute dumpster fire. It was bad all the way around. 8 rounds, 2 minutes each. Tyson, he he looking old, but um, I worried that the people who were attending in person at the Dallas Cowboys stadium, like how much did they have to pay to go see that fight? And then the fight was garbage. Um, Straight crash cash grab by fucking everybody. Um, it was I don't it was barely a fight. Jake Paul was holding back. I think Tyson, like that's part of the reasons for the 8 rounds for the 2 minutes is so that he can get through a fight. I don't know. I think he did. I don't know. It was barely a good fight, and I'm absolutely disappointed that so many people hyped this thing up. And then just pissed off that anybody who spent money to go there absolutely wasted their money because the fight was barely worth it. I don't even think like nobody's even talking about it. Is anybody talking about it? Like I watched it that night on Friday. I read some reviews, and then I've seen nothing else. Maybe I'm not looking for it correctly. Whatever it was, that was a huge disappointment, a huge flop. I think. A couple of things that I guess are good if you wanted to look at it from a Netflix side is they did get like a huge huge viewers. Um, it broke the servers, so if you're watching it, the servers kept going down. So, like, it showed that there was a bunch of people watching or wanting to watch. Um, just the irony is if you did stay for the 3 hours to watch this stupid fight, that it was a complete waste of time. That's all I got for TV. Nothing really crazy going on. All right. Here's where I might get shut down. We'll find out. I emailed Adam Phillips. I'm subscribed to his free Patreon, so I can at least shoot him a message. He posts periodically. He's still active. The idea that I want to do with today, right? Because every once in a while I'll jump in. Like I try to do this stuff with Sports Night. I like to show clips every once in a while. Um, but like copyright says like I can't use a bunch of shit, right? and looked up some stuff. So here's what you guys are going to see, hopefully, for the next 10 minutes. The systems, the algorithm, right? They're looking for images, right? The the original video, and they're going to track that, and that's why I can get like copyrighted, right? And then they're also listening to the audio, the audio. So they got two different visual and an audio to try to track people's content to see if I'm stealing anything. Okay, so fair use laws, right? It basically are there to say, um, to help try to understand copyrights, right? So I can't just use somebody else's video and be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna watch a movie today," and then it's just us watching a movie. Okay, so we can't do that. But there is a segment of the fair use rules that says that I am allowed to use somebody else's video in like a commentary or a review. Um, but then it gets tricky in how long and how much can I use. Obviously, they're like reach out to the original content person, get their permission, so that way I can get the okay. What is it? So there's two little clips. These go back 14 and 16 years ago. So this would be circa '09 to like 2010, technically earlier. Okay, hold on. Liam's born in 2010. It would technically have been like more '08 ish. Um, there was a website called Newgrounds. Newgrounds was like it wanted to be YouTube, um, but Newgrounds focused more on like animation videos. There's a bunch of games on there. Um, Today, when you look back at the two, they're completely different platforms. But Newgrounds was bigger back. Like, I don't even know if it exists anymore. Newgrounds is like old school, like it's old timey. Okay, but if you were an animator and you made it a little movie, a little clip, you would use technically Newgrounds to promote your art. Um, I'm still early days of the internet for me, so I'm in there just clicking around, finding stuff, and then I've come across the some videos, little cartoons that were just really interesting to me, and I like no lie, I probably at least twice a year go back and watch these videos again because there was just something about them that I enjoyed. Um, the story, the music is really good. Today when I went back and looked at them, the animation is actually fucking still really good even for today. Um, and all of like so the idea of today is I loved and passionate about something from 20 years ago. I'd like to show you what it is. So we're gonna review and commentate on it. Um, and if this works, I got a list going of old and lost media that I liked. Um, we'll see. The first, okay, so last of the disclosures. I sped up the music or the video a little bit, so it plays a lot faster. Okay, you're just gonna have to deal with it. You have to go to YouTube and find it yourself and watch them your regular self. Okay, because they're fantastic and you should. And then I also flipped the the image. So I think the first one has some writing on it. You can't read it because it's flipped backwards, right? So it's me just trying to manipulate enough of the video to kind of stay beneath the radar a little bit. Um, Again, Adam Phillips, giving him super credit. He created a character called Bitey, who lives in Brakenwood. Um, so I'll play two videos, then we'll chat a little bit. I'll probably talk a little bit throughout the thing. I don't know because I gotta. Part of it was like if I let it run straight through, I don't know. We're gonna figure this thing out. I've manipulated the original video enough, maybe, that they're like 2 minutes each because I sped them up. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna hope for the best. Um, let's see what this looks like. So Bitey is that character on the left, and the video is the animation he did with Bitey and these things called the Prowlies. Maybe I'll just keep moving the screen so we can't get a hold on it. Alright, we're still good. Like the colors, like the ripples. I just really enjoy this one. I just like that he creates this universe, like in this woods plains area, creating some little creatures. So the crawlies. Real like cheeky, just fun. I absolutely love the story of Bitey. I don't know. I bought there's like a fucking basically rare book of all of his sketches. Um, it's just weird and interesting, and the animation again is still really cool. Um, I don't know if it holds up today. I guess I think it does. But he's kind of like an asshole. Um, there's a storyline that involves Bitey and the kind of the reason why he is the way he is. Um, but like just real like playful. He's kind of an asshole, but like not overly mean. Like he's not a. I guess he's kind of a bully. I guess. Um, but hey, look, we still made it. We did not get shut off. I got one more uh, that kind of just shows a different uh, quality of animation that he's doing. Oh, well, I was supposed to get cut out. Okay. I like the soundtrack for this one. I didn't realize how bad this looks at 1.5 times. You heard my chair. Those are literally pushing like 18 years old, and that is animation that like it's so crazy how good it looks. Uh, I sped him up, so like it was very blurry for some of the things. His website bitey'scastle.com. He has a bunch of videos on there. He's so Bitey is a Dashkin, and that's like dash, right? Running. He's still developing the story of Bitey, this universe, um, and for like $2 on his Patreon, he'll send you um, links for all the animation of everything that he's doing. If you're interested in any way in animation, look him up. He's fantastic. I love everything that he does. If you go to his website, there's a program that he uses to make all of these animations that he's giving out for free. I think he developed some form of program. There's a free version of it online. He was doing classes. I looked him back up, um, like probably 2018 ish, 17 ish. He was charging like to do virtual classes on how to do animations. And then I got to a point where he was just like, fuck it, I'm just give it to you guys all for free. And then based off of you getting it for free. If you need help, I'm sure he's still offering some kind of services and stuff. He does have a Patreon tier where every month he would sit with you for 2 hours and show you how to work uh, the animation stuff. So he's giving like the one on one with it. I want to say it's like I don't even know how much it was. It didn't seem like wildly unreasonable for uh, that kind of attention. Um, you wouldn't use it to get into animation, but once you have a general idea of how to use his program and use it, I think the that tier level on the Patreon would add value in getting like ideas. Um, may or may not. I don't want to say too much more because I didn't uh, fully understand. Like, look him up. Let's just stick with that. Adam Phillips has been an artist that I've been following for like 18 years. He's up there with Fred, forget his last name, Felkin, Felon, who did the webcomic Mega Tokyo. Michael Poe used to do a webcomic called Exploitation Now. Um, he has stopped drawing. He has some medical issues, but I've been following him a little bit more. Um, and then Tim Buckley, who did Control Alt Delete. Um, 18 years ago, I find different things of animation or web comics. Like the web comics that I'm doing right now with Kit are inspired by Mega Tokyo and Control Alt Delete. Um, they're fantastic artists, all of them. But today, Adam Phillips with Bitey and Body of Brakenwood. There's probably I think there's 9 videos online right now on YouTube. One of them's like 9 minutes long. The rest of them are like 5 minutes long. Fall down a rabbit hole. Watch the 9 videos. Leave some comments. Um, I just like Bitey. I just hope you guys, take a look at him. Enjoy Bitey with me. There's a sadness to his origin story, and then there's a mystery with regards to his future. Like he's the last. He is the last Jashkin. Why is he the last? Where's the rest of his family? You're gonna have to research, fall down the rabbit hole, find it out. Um, I think that is all I got for you guys. We're like right at 1 o'clock. It doesn't look that bad. But the credits look a little bit weird seeing them all backwards, but that's sorry.
Hey there, Whimsy fans! We wanted to take a moment away from the fun to express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy, or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
We didn't get shut off, which is step one. Good. I just gotta wait like an hour or two to see if YouTube tags it later. If so, I just have to I just cut out those clips. If you watched live, fantastic. Great job. Um, if I do have to take all out that whole section and you're still watching this, that was Bitey from Brakenwood, created by Adam Phillips. You can find him on YouTube. You can just Google Bitey from Brakenwood. You'll see his Bitey's Castle website. Watch some of the videos; they're fantastic. Patreon people: Andy, Nikki and her family, Megan and her family, my mom, Joyce Ann, Ender Frog EC1, Gooster, Nina, Violet, Anna, and my dad. Thank you guys for the page here on the Patreon. Um, if you guys are curious on what the money's like, why give you $4 a month, Ben? Um, we got the web comic. I have six six of them right now. She's working on four more. No, I lied. It's 4 and 4. There's like we're waiting until first of the year, and then I'm gonna start putting them all out weekly. So I got to get a small backlog, so that way um, she's in school. She's busy doing her thing. Maybe I miss a week. I have a backlog that I can push them out. We're putting those together. Patreon gifts are going out this week, so we did some ornaments, so that's going to help create those. Um, as we prepare to get ready to go to the cons, want to get new microphones. It's going to help kind of just with that aspect of it too. Um, but every little bit helps. We appreciate the $4 and the $10 tier people. The free, I appreciate you. If you're not signed up for the free, sign up for it. It's fucking free. Um, but that's where I'm going to start put. I post all of the voiceover work, all the web comics, all the J Sarge stuff. All that stuff is there for the free right now. Keep an eye on what it is that we're doing. Find something that you like that we're doing. Throw me a couple of bucks when you can. Um, conceptually, there is a gift button on it now, where you're able to gift the subscription to somebody else. So um, I'll probably utilize that at some point, but we got to build up the Patreon right now to before I can start like giving away stuff. But that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for the Patreon people. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Watch any of the Bitey videos. Leave a comment. How funny would it be if he's like, he didn't know I did this today until all the comments, and then he's like, going after you, Ben. He won't. He seems like a nice guy. That's all we got. It's 1 o'clock. Boom, 1:03. Like right at the hour. I can prepare for my meeting, and then I got some recording to do later today. It's a busy day. It's a good Monday. I like these Mondays. That's all I got for you. Thanks for hanging out. Whimsy.